New visitor.
All right, let's go ahead and get started here. So much to do, so much to do, so much to plan for. Now, there's not a lot of pre-market action out there, so it is going to be a little slimmer this morning. But it is Friday, so it's supposed to be a chill day. Come in, trade a couple setups, call it a week. Alright, so let's start by looking at our gappers as always. Let's pull this over here. Let's go through it real quick. XRTX, I don't like. Huge sell-off here off of the dollar level yesterday. Not a fan. LIPO, that's the one that we played, what, 20 minutes ago? I don't really like it below VWAP anymore. Maybe we can watch it after open. We played it from 245 or 255 up to 265. But I don't like it here. I do not like it here. We might watch that later. I'm going to put it up on my little notes here. The things to watch. We've got LIPO. HUBC, I don't mind, but I don't want to see it below the high. I want to watch it today over, I guess, really just the PM high. We've got 84 cents on the daily to watch, but using the PM high of 85 cents, you'd have range up to about $1 on HUBC. So I do want to watch HUBC above PM high. And range there is to $1 plus. Really $1 to $1.20 is the real true range there. So we'll be watching HUBC. HUBC over the PM high. Range to $1 and $1.20. And make sure you guys are going on your charts as I'm talking and marking these charts up. It takes you like 2 seconds, but at least you're prepared whenever the time comes, if the time comes. Alright, ARAV. Not really a fan. That daily is kind of wild, but horrible look under the, I mean, really under 25. I don't like it whatsoever, so I'm going to leave that off. Phase gave back all of its move. WHLR, interesting look, but don't like the daily. AMWL, not a fan. 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 Nope. 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 It's a lot of nopes this morning. Typical Friday. Most of these are all going to be nopes at the bottom of the scanner, but we'll go through them real quick anyways. Right now we've got Netflix, Tesla, SPR, LIPO, HUBC. Hold on, Square. What are we looking at on Square? 4550 is rather intriguing over the PM high. What's the news here on Square this morning? Or Block, sorry, I forgot they changed their name. What's the news? What's the news? What's the news? What's the news? I don't see news. Yeah, I don't see news. But I will look at Square or Block today, whatever you want to call it. Over 4550. Let's add that to our list as
New
well.
visitor.
We do want to watch Square. And I'll post up all these tickers in the chat as well with our levels to watch. Just in case you do forget. Right now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to watch. Looks like Zach has the same idea with the whole Tesla play there. Super extended to the downside. I want to watch it off the daily 200. So he just posted that up as well. And I do want to keep watching that one today. So Willy Wonka risk area on all of these are just going to be whatever area buyers end up finding it. So if HUBC breaks at 85 and doesn't find buyers until like 90, you know, we're going to risk whatever that low is where buyers found it. So max risk as of right now is just going to be the breakout level at 85. So if I ever say I want to see something over a level, that's going to be your max risk. That specific level that we mentioned is the max risk. But of course, that max risk is just like your line in the sand. It's going to change for the actual trade depending on where buyers end up finding it. So just use it as a baseline. That's like your max price that price needs to hold above and for it to be a valid trade or valid setup. But it's all just a baseline. Was there a zone on LIPO? Sort of. Let me pull it up. Wish I could draw zones over here on trade ideas, but they don't have rectangle tools for some reason. I guess it's too hard to add a rectangle. Let me look over here on Webull. Yeah, there was a zone on that. No, you're not going to see consolidation on that one, no, but you are going to see those buyers accumulating there in the 2-4s. So what we did there, we looked for the higher lows on LIPO with the accumulation within that zone and buyers stepping up on the level 2 as well. All pieces of confluence in the trade. Yep, exactly. Level 2 intimidates you. I swear, just like anything else in trading, it looks intimidating, but it's easy to use. We'll have to do a class on it in the future. Once everybody has the basics down, we can start to dive into some more. You said apparently it's pretty hard. No. No. Just takes time. You have to just watch how price reacts to it. All right, so let me get these up. I'm going to post them up in the chat. So we want to watch Netflix off a... I don't know if I like it off a flush today, but... We've got Netflix, we've got LIPO. Do we like LIPO? Hold on. Yeah, we do want to watch that. LIPO, Tesla, SPR, HUBC, and SQ. All right, so we've got about 30 minutes until open. Let me know real quick. We've got 29 of you in here now. I think we'll probably have about 40 or something again by the open today. But let me know right now, green or red this week. I just want to get a baseline for end of week because I know today is going to be kind of slow. So let me know green or red this week. There's 29 of you in here. Toss it up in the chat. Even if you're red this week, toss it in there and I want to go over what you maybe struggle with. I'm serious. I want everybody to say it. We got 29 in here. Come on. If you are red, just be honest and say red. Get some help. Okay. Macchiato red. What'd you do this week, brother? Let's talk. Got green. You overtrade because you want to make more money. Yeah, we talked about that. I think it was, what, 2 days ago? Whenever you said you came in and you wanted to make 1K, and I was like, dude, please just delete that from your mind. Because it really does cause that. It'll cause you to overtrade quick. Have you started to stop overtrading, or are you still struggling with it? No, no, no. That's not a good plan either. That's not a good plan either. You gotta learn. Definitely have to learn. But you also can't just come in and blindly just trade, right? Oh my goodness. Yeah, you've got to learn, and you've got to understand the why behind everything. I mean, even if you try to copy what I do, you're not going to see the same results because you don't know how to execute. Just like on TQQQ, whenever we said that we had gotten stopped out, you were like, well, I'm still going to hold. You know, because there's always different variables at play. You know, nobody's going to execute the same exact way. So even if you do what you just said, it's not going to... Yeah, no. Like I said, you've got to avoid taking, you know, multiple signals from a million different places, because it's going to confuse your trading. It's going to get you all messed up. That's why you got to have your plan. I mean, if you go around trying to copy everybody, you're never going to get anywhere yourself. So just be careful doing that. Don't go around trying to copy anybody and everybody. Sometimes you don't know who to trust first off. Maybe, you know, my strategy might not work for you. Their strategy might not work for you. You know, they might not be a trustworthy person. I don't know. So you just got to be careful. That's why it's important to have your own plan and your own brain in the market. Yeah, I don't know, Macchiato. They could be polar opposites down. It could be hurting you. Like I said yesterday, the big thing for me and what I can see here is that if you have 2 different groups that you're in and you're in my live stream every morning, I think that tells you what you need to know. Yeah, and that's another thing too, is, I mean, if they're more long, what do you mean by long-term holds? What is their definition of long-term holds? 30 days, okay. And are they small cap stocks, large cap stocks? If you say small cap, I'm going to tell you to kick the bucket. Okay, large caps. Yeah, I don't know. That's fine. That's just the biggest thing with that is if, you know, you're in a swing because of something that somebody in here posts, and then you go somewhere else and they're like, okay, we're buying here, and then that's already past what your planned stop loss was, then it's just conflicting and it can hurt you in the long run. That's the only issue. It can cause you to bag hold. That's why it's important that you have your own plan. You're not just trying to copy everybody else, because whenever you have your own plan, you're going to cut it there. You're not going to be like, oh, well, you know, I saw on social media this other guy said, you know, that he's buying here, so maybe I shouldn't sell yet. It's just all you. You have to stick to your personal plan. That's when it'll get so much easier. So we're already planned for the morning. We've got about 25 minutes to go. Let me know overall how you guys did this week, though, what your best trades were. Maybe if you made a mistake this week, what that mistake was. But yeah, if anybody in here is struggling, the solution is not just trying to copy what I do. So please don't try to incorporate that into your trading. I come on here as a guide and to coach you guys, kind of push you in the right direction every day. Tell you when to be trading, when not to be trading. I think that's a big help. LIPO getting some buyers here over 2.4s. We're back over VWAP now on LIPO. Testing. I want to watch that closer to open. We'll see, Vipin. Maybe that just means that you're better than me. Maybe it means you got a leg up on me. Oh gosh, Macchiato, you were something else. I don't know how you just played it down there. Don't stress me out. Yeah, you do. What was your plan on it, though? What was your stop loss? What was your entry? What were you looking for targets? I think he had to phone a friend real quick. You're not positive of what now? Oh, see, now you lost me, brother. Look, if you want to make money in the market, we got to do it the right way. So you had no plan in the trade. You see the issue here. You had zero plan on the trade. Entered, yeah, and there's multiple issues in hand here. First, you say you just want to copy me. Right? Now you're entering trades with no plan. Look, it's going to end very ugly. Like, very ugly, very, very fast. If you don't know how to form a plan, it's time to take a step back and study. Because, you know, you said you wanted to make 1K the other day. You're not ever going to make $1,000 in the market consistently if you can't trade with a plan. It has to be a logical plan that you back-tested that you know works. And I say this because I care. I don't want you to get chopped up and destroy your account because you're trading with no plan. Because that's dangerous. It's just a gamble. No plan is a gamble. So, you've got better odds going to Vegas than you do trading with no plan. That's a fact. At least in a casino, you know, maybe it's 50-50. In the market with no plan, you know, you're pretty much just shooting yourself in the foot. Yeah, no, it never works. It never works. If you want to make serious money in the market, you have to have a plan. Just entering things because it looks cool doesn't end too well, and you're taking 10, 20, 30% losses. It's impossible to ever be profitable. You say, oh, this looks nice. I don't know where I want to take a loss at, but I'm gonna go ahead and enter here. Just take the what would Kev do approach. If I came on the live stream, answer this like honestly. If I came on here and I said, all right guys, I'm gonna just go all in here. I don't know where I'm gonna take the loss at. Somewhere. We're just gonna be looking to sell higher. What would you guys do? Would you leave? You probably think I was drinking on the job or something. I don't know. So if I'm not gonna do that, probably shouldn't do it. Some sort of test. No, I mean, like, if I actually came on here and I was like, all right, guys, I'm going to full port down here and have no stop loss. Macchiato, would you follow what I was doing if I said that? If I said I was full porting with no stop loss, would you do it? Like, genuinely, would you do it? Because you said you wanted to copy me, so I'm just curious. So you would use your stop loss then, but you wouldn't use it in your last trade that you just took on LIPO. And no, saying that it's going to break over VWAP is not a plan. A plan is having a defined level of risk, a defined entry that you'd like, and then range on the chart that's going to back up whatever your plan is, risk to reward wise. Yeah, but using a small amount doesn't defend not having a plan, though. These are all a bunch of issues that can lead into huge losses in the long term. Because those small amounts with no plan over a long period of time turns into what? Yeah, you just got to learn quick before it gets too ugly. Because if you don't learn quick, you'll have nothing else to trade with whenever you do want to take this more serious. You'll lose it all. Well, yeah, you will lose it all if you don't have a plan. Gotta take it serious. When you treat trading like a casino, it will pay you like one. When you treat it like a business, it will pay you like one as well. So, you get out what you put in. That's how everything in life works. It applies to trading too. Alright, so we're watching 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 setups. We've got about 18 minutes until open. I'd like to trade today until like, I don't know, 10:30. Call it a week. Been a pretty good week. I think our win rate this week was like 80%, 83%. It's not too bad considering I think Monday was kind of choppy. Alright, so far today we've had LIPO from 2, 4, 265. That's it. Just one trade so far. Like I said, if you guys are struggling with anything at all in your trading, please speak up. The only thing we will do is try to help you the realest way we can. We've got about 15 minutes until open. The macchiato. Be honest with me here. Have you ever attended a class or watched any of the class material that we post? Just one. Again, you get out what you put in. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 hours worth of classroom content that you could watch. One of those is even on how to build a watch list. One of those is on how to trade flushes and breakouts. One of those is how to trade zones. One of those is about volume profile, confluence, discipline. One of them is about discipline. One of them is about how to trade during chop. One of them is trading rules, managing green trades in a choppy market. I mean, there are so many classes, but if you're struggling to learn how to trade, but you're not even applying yourself to actually watch these things, you know, you can't expect to take a whole lot out of it. Don't listen to just liquidity. He's there every single week. Yeah, I mean, you've got to make sure you are putting in the effort. And all of the classes are also labeled. So watch the ones that you need to watch. About 12 minutes left. I'd really like to just take maybe 1 or 2 more trades today. Super high quality setups only. It is Friday, so we're not going to be going around trading a whole bunch of crap. But I'd like to take maybe 1 or 2 really nice setups that, high probability setups. I'd really like to play Tesla today, but LiPo is a support now 2.4 with resistance at 2.68, so I mean you're really looking at 2.65 and VWAP as resistance, so you've got 2.5 VWAP and 265 overhead. As far as support goes, more like a 238. And we are going to be watching LIPO out of the open. I do like it as long as price is over. I think it was like 220s. Let's see. Well, no, like 240, yeah. 238, 240. So watch that over VWAP at the open. You've got range back up into the 265, 270s, 280s. I don't know if I'll like it yet, but we are going to at least watch it. My favorite setups right now are definitely Netflix, definitely Tesla. Square I like. SPR maybe. But primarily Square, Netflix, Tesla. Boring names today. Not a lot of small cap action.
GBIO. TCJH.
Top watch for me at open's really honestly going to be Tesla. I want to see a buyer start to come in heavy down here out the 200 out of open.
Lipo. XRTX.
Got about 9 minutes to go.
Lipo.
And that 212 on Tesla is so key too. If you take a look at the daily on the scanner, you can see that 212 there. Two massive moves off that 212 this year so far. So we just want to watch and see if buyers like it over that 212 again. After this thing has made a massive move to the downside. You figure this thing was just at, 250 a couple of days ago. So I'd like entry somewhere around 214. Yep, shoulda, coulda, woulda.
XRTX. XRTX.
All right, we've got about 7 minutes to go. Final stretch before open, then we're going to be sitting here for an hour trading. So far, we have one win today, 4% on LIPO. And I want to wrap up the week on a really good note. Right now, this week has been one of the better weeks. Well, last week was really good. Week before that was really good too. It's been a really good month. All in all, last week we had... Let me go back up to the weekly recap. And last week we had 34 trades, 33 trades. Average win 11%. So, we had a lot of gappers last week, though. A lot of gappers last week. We definitely had less than that trade-wise this week. I don't think we had 33 trades. We might have had more like 25 or less, probably about 20, 25 this week. But the market was definitely a lot slower, especially yesterday and Monday. All right, 5 minutes. Final countdown. And I'm watching this Tesla like a hawk. I want to watch and see what it does here out of open. If we start to see buyers hit that up in the lower two teens, like 214-ish, I want to watch that to take an entry. And my absolute max risk there is going to be off 212, which is that daily low.
Phase.
The 200 is sitting right at 212.4.
XRTX.
Actually, it's sitting at 214. I don't know why it was showing 212.4, but it's actually 214.
CDG.
But I'll use a max drawdown of 212.
ARQT.
Depending on where we take our entry, where we see buyers pop up in at. I know it is a higher price name. Typically we do trade small caps, but when there's a lack of small cap action, we gotta adapt, make some money somewhere else. Just don't take crazy size on Tesla, because even though it is a higher price name, I mean, from a 214 to 212 entry, I mean, that's still 1% of risk. So average trade is like 2%. So it is half the amount of risk as a normal trade, but just don't size too crazy. Netflix coming up through 404 here before open. And we wanted Netflix to stay off the large flush down to the 400. They didn't get that, of course. And now it's not going to be playable today, but we do at least have Tesla on the list. Three minutes. Come on. The longest 10 minutes of my life.